All right, let's set the scene. We're in Leipzig, and the atmosphere is just electric. This isn't just any game. This is the final, decisive group match in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Germany versus Slovakia. And believe me, everything was on the line. So let's dive right in.
And really, it couldn't get any simpler or more intense than this. The commentary team absolutely nailed it. Winner takes all. This was it, the final hurdle for automatic qualification. You could feel the tension. Two whole nations just holding their breath.
So let's break down the math here, because it was just brutally simple. For Germany, all they had to do was not lose. A draw would be enough to get them through. But for Slovakia, well, they had their backs against the wall. There was no other option. It was win or go home. They absolutely had to win to book their ticket.
But you know what made this whole thing extra juicy was the history between these two. The group stage kicked off with what was, honestly, a seismic shock. Slovakia beat Germany 2-0. And get this, that was Germany's first ever away loss in a men's World Cup qualifier. So yeah, this wasn't just about qualifying. This was about revenge, redemption.
So with all that pressure piled on, how did Germany respond? Well, they didn't just respond, they turned that pressure into an absolutely devastating first-half blitz.
And right away, after a really positive start, Germany gets the breakthrough they so desperately wanted. And who else? It's the man of the moment, Nick Voltorda. He gets up for the corner, heads it home, and you could just feel the tension evaporate from the stadium.
And just like that, 1-0. It was the lead their play absolutely deserved. The perfect start, you know? It put them firmly in the driver's seat.
And this just shows you how valuable he was. I mean, that was his fourth goal in his last 3 qualifiers. The commentators said it best, he was absolutely indispensable. The guy was practically carrying Germany to the World Cup on his own.
Okay, so Voltord was the guy finishing the chances, right? But there was another player who was just starting to pull all the strings. I mean, completely dismantling the Slovakian defense. We need to talk about Florian Wirtz.
Look at this. He was the architect, the maestro, mapping out every single attack. It was his vision, his control, that led directly to the goals that just blew this game wide open.
And here's his first masterpiece of the night. Wirtz serves up what the commentators called a gorgeous pass. And it really was. And Leroy Sané is there with a beautiful finish. Just pure artistry. The crowd in Leipzig went absolutely wild.
And boom, just like that, it's 3-0. At this point, Germany is in total command, and you could see Slovakia's World Cup dream just, fading away.
But wait, they weren't done yet. Not even close. Just before halftime, it's that man Wirtz again. He shows this incredible hunger to win the ball back, drives forward, and tees up Sané for his second goal. What a 1-2 punch from those two.
So there you have it, 4-0 at the half. The desire, the goals, everything was clicking. The World Cup ticket was pretty much theirs. Just an absolutely dominant display.
All right, let's head into the second half. With the result basically in the bag, the whole vibe shifted. It became about celebration, a couple of really rare sights, and one truly special moment.
First off, we got to see something you almost never see in modern football, an indirect free kick inside the box. It was for a deliberate back pass that the keeper picked up, a real collector's item for everyone watching. And of course, the goals just kept coming. Substitute Riedel Baku gets on the score sheet. He was just getting back into the team under the new manager, and he fires one past the keeper to make it 5. What a moment for him. His first goal for his country in 4 years.
5-0. Germany was just having an absolute party out there, and the home crowd in Leipzig was loving every single second. But believe it or not, the best moment of the entire night was still to come. I'm talking about a local kid making his debut for the national team in his home stadium. He was about to write his own fairy tale ending. And this is the number you need to see, 19. The goal scorer, Asan Udrago, was just 19 years old. That makes him one of Germany's youngest ever goal scorers in a World Cup qualifier. Just incredible.
And this quote just captures the magic, doesn't it? The clock is ticking towards 90 minutes, and Udrago gets on the end of a move and puts it in the back of the net. The Leipzig player, in his own stadium, scoring on his debut, you just can't write a better story than that. The definition of a dream. So when that final whistle finally blew, Germany hadn't just qualified. Oh no, they had made a huge, emphatic statement. The job got done, and it got done in some serious style.
And this really tells the whole story of the night right here.
You've got Voltardota's crucial opener that settled everyone's nerves. Then you have the pure artistry from that Vit-Sané connection. And of course, the fairy tale ending with Udanegra's dream debut. Just a complete, dominant team performance from start to finish.
And there it is, the final score from a buzzing Leipzig, Germany 6, Slovakia 0. Germany's place at the World Cup finals is officially secured.
Which, of course, leaves us with one last big question. Look, after a pretty shaky qualifying campaign, Germany saved their absolute best performance for last. So as we start looking ahead to the finals, you just have to wonder, on the night when it mattered most, did the real Germany finally stand up? I guess only time will tell.